Hello, my name is Anne Naylor, and I am a celebrant, an educator, and an author, and I help people create greater joy in their lives, in their personal health and well-being, in their relationships with others, and in their career or vocation. The letter I am using today is the letter F. Before I get on to the letter, I have a confession to make. I admit to having a judgmental side of my nature. I see things as they are and then judge they should be different. I'll judge a politician as shoulding, he or she should say or do or act in a way that's differently. I think the most insidious form of being judgmental is towards oneself. I judge myself for having made a mistake. I judge myself for having slurred my words on one of these videos, but I keep going anyway. I judge myself for being in some way a bad person and not worthy of having the goodness I'd like to have in my life. That last one, the self-judgment, is the most insidious of the lot. And what happens with judgments, you'll recognize them because there's a letter, the word should comes in, and should literally sits in the shoulders. You might find your shoulders coming up around your ears, creating tightness around your neck. It can affect your eyesight, but it can affect your general health. It's a pressure we put on ourselves, and it compromises our capacity for joie de vivre. However, there is a remedy. And the remedy is forgiving, but especially compassionate self-forgiving. So what if at all times we're doing the best we can with what we know? And when we know better, we do better. And I think there's a way of being compassionate which helps to connect once again with the heart and liberate us. So the way to do forgiving is with statements. So I forgive myself for judging whoever it is or whatever it is. Or I forgive myself for judging myself. Those are the two typical ones that you can use. So you could write them down or say them. I forgive myself for judging. That's the key. And then you fill in the blank. And when you do that for a few times, it's amazing how it helps lift the burden you may have been carrying. Let it go. And the next F is freedom. You awaken to more freedom available to enjoy your life more fully, to have greater joie de vivre, to be healthier actually, because I think that the judgments that we hold against ourselves can sooner or later show up as physical health problems. I think when we have that strength, that resilience within ourselves with greater joie de vivre, we're less vulnerable to virus or any other bugs that are going around. I don't have proof of that, but that's my sense of the truth of the matter. So when we experience greater freedom, then we can have greater fulfillment with greater joie de vivre in our lives. So those are the three F's: forgiving, particularly compassionate self-forgiving; freedom, the freedom to make the choices which really support our greater health and well-being; and fulfillment, having the fulfilling life that we really deserve and want to have in our heart of hearts. So I invite and encourage you to think about practicing compassionate self-forgiving with yourself, towards yourself and others. You won't make a difference in their lives, but it'll make a big difference in your own. So the next video is going to be featuring the letter G, and I'm really looking forward to that one. I've got some nice ones coming up for G. So I wish you many blessings of greater joie de vivre, and thank you for sharing this video. And until the next time, bye-bye for now.